it's been far too long since last time I talked about a horrible movie. Because of that, I'm going to review one hell of an awful movie. This is... Wait, let me check my Netflix history. Nope, I can't find anything terrible here. Oh, look, the biggest masterpiece of them all. The B movie. Okay, I'll check my DVDs. So, it looks like I don't have any bad movies except for The Bourne Legacy, but that's the 4th movie in a franchise, so I can review that. Okay, I guess it's time to go back to 2015 and talk about the horror that is Josh Trank's fant4stic. In 2011, a game changer was released by the name of Chronicles, the first found footage superhero movie. As with most found footage movies, it was cheap to make and it made the studio a lot of money.
We've got to have money.
It was a good movie that you think is a superhero origins movie, but it's actually a supervillain origins movie. I highly recommend this movie for anyone because it shows that found footage has some potential. So, because it was a commercial and critical hit, the studio blindly gave Josh Trank an offer to be the director for the new movie fant4stic. Now, keep in mind that Josh Trank has only directed one movie at this point. Hell, not even Shyamalan got such a big burden after one good movie. So, Fox greenlit the movie and it started showing some premise as they announced a young and talented cast consisting of Miles Teller, Jamie Bell, Kate Mara, Toby Kebbell and Michael Jordan, the actor, not the basketball player. And this would be the first controversy that this movie was involved in. Michael Jordan was playing a character that was white in the comics and people went amok. A black guy playing a white person, this is unacceptable.
Stupid nigger.
Then after that, Josh Trank posted a tweet distancing himself from the movie, and to put the icing on the cake, it got horrible reviews, sitting at 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. And the worst is that before it got released, it had 10 reviews out. One of them was fresh, but the guy wrote in its review, it was the worst movie ever. So it released and yeah, it's shit. Never have I ever watched a more boring piece of superhero turd. I would gladly watch Batman and Robin instead of this movie, and the worst is that it shows premise. The first hour of this movie is actually pretty good. It has the origins of the characters in a very realistic way, well, until they get to the place and this idiot starts touching the goo. I mean, it has some horrible moments, but for the most part it's interesting, unique and not completely boring. But then they go to another planet and the movie turns to shit. Awful CGI and inconsistent tone. No fucking shits were given. The realism is thrown right out of the window. Ugly Doctor Doom. One of the most rushed final acts I have ever seen. One good part that is kinda cool and a ending that made me cringe. The plot of this movie is so short, it's unbelievable. I could legit describe it in 1 or 2 sentences. They build a teleporter, which they use once, everybody changes, a beam in the sky, again, and then they use teamwork to take out the villain. None of the characters in this movie is interesting. Miles Teller is just a boring nerd, Kate Mara was just awful, and the only thing I could focus on was her, wig. Toby Kebbell was just an average douchebag. Michael Jordan, the actor, was in this movie. I think. So was Ben Grimm. Papa Storm gets a lot of screen time and a death scene, yet all I can remember is when he said, "I am a discount Morgan Freeman." The CGI sucks. The thing looks so bad and Miles Teller's face looks like shit. Both when it's CGI and when it's real. Let's see, what more can I say? I wish that Herbie would be in this movie. At least it could have been fun. And here's another guy's review of this movie.
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny? You're a fucking ugly little cunt, mate, and if I ever see you, I'm gonna fucking slit your fucking face wide open, yeah? Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt. You're boring, and you're just a fucking...
I will give fant4stic a 3 out of 10 because at least the first hour was kinda interesting.